How you doing, backers? Okay, so in this video we'll be attempting to make some white chocolate chip cookies, also known as Millie's cookies. Okay, and what you need to do is preheat your oven. If it's electric, preheat it to 180, and if it's a gas mark 4. Right, the equipment you need is a grease-proof paper and a baking tray, a bowl, a jug, and a jug. Ingredients you'll need are 62 grams of softened butter, 50 grams of light brown sugar, 62 grams of caster sugar, half of a lightly beaten egg, and 1 tablespoon of vanilla, and that's already in with the egg because you need to mix it. Well, vanilla extract anyway. 110 grams of flour and a pinch of salt. Again, the pinch of salt is already in there. And last but not least, the most important thing, 50 grams of chocolate chips. Okay, what I'm going to do now is put the butter and the sugar in the bowl, like so. Okay, and then I'm going to cream it. Cream both the butter and the sugar together. Right, use the back of the spatula. This is the consistency you are looking for. Then you need to pour in the egg, and you need to mix it like, and the vanilla, and also vanilla. Mix the vanilla with the yolk as well, which I did prior to this, and mix it like so. You must all remember, when coming to add the flour, you must always use a sieve, because remember, that'll get rid of impurities like weevils and lumps, so that makes the flour more cleaner and more safer, more purer. So like so, sieve that in. Also the salt, which remember I have already added to the flour as well, because it's just a pinch, and then continue like so, stirring. Remember, we need to get all that flour until you've got a nice consistency. See, like so. And also put the chocolate chips in like so as well. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Really perfect. Okay. So until it all sticks together. Like okay. Okay, and you can always use your hands as well. Okay. Right, okay, so basically this is the consist. Okay, so after you've got the desired consistency, what you either want to do is roll into a walnut ball into a nice long sausage, or roll into a series of walnut balls for a more homemade look. But what I'm going to do is roll into a sausage. Okay, into a long giant sausage. So, like so. Okay. My hands are getting a bit greasy. So what I'm going to do now is start slicing for neater slices. Right, so what you need to do now is put them down like this, squeeze them a little bit, not much but a little bit. Okay. What you need to do is make sure there's a big space in between them, because they do spread out and they will stick together, and if you're not careful you will have a giant chocolate chip cookie, which is not what you really want. So you need a big space in between them. Quite a reasonable space. Excuse me, you're licking my fingers. Okay, so you're finally ready to put the cookies in the oven, right? If you want the Millie's cookies experience, 7 minutes. If you want them nice and crispy, 10 minutes. So I'm going to put them in the oven for 7 minutes. Like so. Right, okay, so I've got the spare dough left over to make to put out 2 more. So I'm going to have to make an extra baking tray, but if all else fails, you can always cling film what dough you have left and put it in the fridge for another day. But I don't have a cling film at the minute, so I'm going to make out another baking tray and some more greaseproof paper for it. Right, now you've got to remember one thing. If something doesn't come out right, it's about, and you haven't cooked before, it's about getting to know your oven or your stove. It's basically about the manufacturing. So you need to get to know your oven or stove. Now, there may be no harm in adding on 2 extra minutes if you feel they need 2 extra minutes. Okay, so what you need to do is leave these bad boys on the baking tray for 2 minutes to set, because otherwise if you put them on the cooling rack, or try to put them on the cooling rack now, they will fall apart. Okay, so once they're set, you're going to have to be very careful that for while putting them on the cooling rack, or this happens. So you're going to have to be very, very careful about it. So, but never mind, it's only one anyway. Now, these are the worst things for you to eat ever. Just to let you know. Okay, so I'm now going to take the rest of these bad boys out of the oven. Right, okay, firstly apologise if the camera work it seems to be a bit off, but this is low budget, and anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this. If you have done and you want more, what are you waiting for? Become a backer today, and also drop a like in this button on this video, and also if there's some other stuff you think that I should make, please do mention it in the comments, and I'll try and look it up on the internet, on Google or whatnot, and also do comment about other things, and also check out my other channels, Nixon Gaming and Fulci Lover, and also if you're autistic or you want to learn how to cook, do remember that I have your back.